This is 97 Squadron taxiing out for a training mission, rockets under illumination flares. 4 aircraft. Myself, Jeff, leading. Number 2 is Paul. Number 3, Richard, and number 4 is Phil. This is Al Maktoum, and there are 4 targets for us to attack, and the idea is that we will all run in on the first target. I will fire illumination flares over the target, and Paul will run in doing the first live weapons attack, but he will be positioned 2 miles behind me, giving the flares enough time to switch on and light the target. Richard, number 3, will be about 1 mile behind Paul. I think he's intending to drop a couple of Mark 82s, and then Phil will be 1 mile behind Richard. So that's the plan. So the idea is that all 3 aircraft will drop their ordnance while the targets are being illuminated. If I've got enough time, I will turn round and do a 4th attack with my guns, but we'll have to see how that goes. So I won't bother with the takeoff. We've seen enough of those before. There's Paul. Richard, and Phil.
411, request takeoff.
Couldn't get in contact with air traffic. I asked number 2 to call up for takeoff clearance, but air traffic didn't speak to us for the whole of the mission.
411, request takeoff.
So I'll stop the video there and then show you some of the transit. This is Boar Flight, airborne, just passing through 4,500 feet. We're going to level out at 6,000 feet, and we're going to turn to the targets when we hit our first waypoint, which is feet wet. Have a look at your aircraft. There's Paul. I'm up ahead. I've got my lights and formation lights on. We're not going to be fencing in through the sortie, so keep the lights on. Might help with the video. Richard. And number 4, Phil. So back with myself, I'll stop the video there and pick it up a few seconds before I fire my illumination rockets. So 8 miles to the targets. This is target north, and I'm aiming just past the formation of vehicles. That seems to give me the best outcome with the illumination rockets. Let's switch outside and watch the missile launches. It's coming down. Not time with the altitude, and I'll be firing when it gets to 0. Paul should be 2 miles behind me. See them quite clearly. There's Paul. See me up ahead. Let's concentrate on me at the moment, firing the illumination rockets. I fire 6 in total, 3 pairs. Let's go with them and see them light up. I've now broken off and I've turned left, and they're lit up. So we can see the targets underneath. That's quite well. Let's have a look at Paul. There's Paul running in. You can see them quite nicely. Well lit up. But whether he uses guns or rockets. Rockets going. There's Richard coming in for Mark H2s. You see Paul up ahead breaking off to target east. There, sticker bombs going. Nice one. And here is Phil. The flares are still working for him. So he's firing rockets. And Phil moves off to target south, climbing to 6,000 feet. So I'll stop the video there. This is target north, and we've seen myself firing the flares and
warning,
the
autopilot.
3 members of Boar Flight firing their weapons. So now have a look at it all from the ground. I think I've just, there you go, I fired my illumination rockets and they're working nicely. So first one to run in is Paul. I think we can see him there coming down the slope, and this is rockets. I can make out Richard coming down the slope as well. There's Paul. And Paul pulls away as Richard comes down for Mark 82s. Flares are just coming into view now. So Richard's peeled away there, his bomb's coming and direct hits Richard. Nice one. Where's Phil? I think this is Phil coming in now. His rockets, as you saw from earlier, went a little wide. There's for one rocket more. Oh, the third one was closer. Flares are just about to go out, and I haven't got enough time to peel round and release my guns or rockets. So that's it. Coordinated attack, all under one set of flares. So I'll stop the video there, and I think that mission was quite successful. We all seem to have enjoyed it.